Hello and thanks for joining me for some more of The Last Caretaker. Today we are going to do the Time to Let Go Soon quest. In the last episode we grew ourselves a few humans here. There will be a link in the description below for the playlist if you want to watch the full run from the first episode. But we're just going to grab these guys and carry them over to the lift. And I barely even started and there go my frames. It's pretty ridiculous, but pop that down there. So we grew 3 guys. And in the last episode, I was trying to get up here and show you this, but all you need to do is click on E and it'll actually bring it up. So this guy is our maintenance engineer. So we'll take this guy back. These guys no longer have a timer on them. So I'll pop this guy on the elevator. And so this guy is our basic supplier, which means the other guy will be our doctor. So we'll go grab him or her. There's no actual gender given. This one just went completely around in a circle. Where are we going? This way. Looks like a little coffin inside the tube. So we will plonk this guy down. Yeah, these don't actually lock onto the floor. Like when you put a storage crate or something, it locks onto the floor of the elevator. Alright, so now we've got a 4th guy. Got a 4th pod here. And that is paused. No timer. Okay, we've paused the development. So I think this guy was going to be a station roamer, but we're leaving him on pause. And we have a look back here while he's on pause. He's just an infinite poop creator. So we just picked up 111 poop from that guy. So we're just going to leave him on pause. Yep. Who needs the oil rig? So we're going to load these guys onto the boat. Grab this guy. Let's see if I can jump across here without falling in the water, like I did last episode. Just going to shove these guys in the corner here. Let's pop this stuff in there for the diesel. Go grab the other 2. Get these guys loaded up. And then we'll head off to the Exodus station. Alright, one more. So grab this guy. Did it again. now I'm stuck. Alright, looks like I have to swim out of here. At least I think the canister made it on the deck. So we'll just cruise around up here to the ladder. Alright. Oh, I'm just glad I didn't drop that in the water, because that would have been a bit of a nightmare. Pop him down there. Okay. We've got nothing connected. Alright, so let's just pull the anchor up. Let's just have a look at our map. Alright, so from here we need to go over here. So we'll head off. And it would appear that maybe we are stuck. Oh, there we go. Sometimes the anchors can get hooked. We can get stuck on the rubber tires. Alright, so we are heading straight in that direction over there. Looks like it is going to be a little bit stormy. It's about 7.5 k's away. So that's going to take a good 5 minutes or so to get there. But I'll pause the recording and I will come back to you when we're a little bit closer. Okay, so we're just about there, but in the middle of a bit of a thunderstorm, and so the visibility is not all that great. So I'm just going to sit here for a bit and wait for this storm to pass over, and I'll see you in a moment when it's all done and you can actually see what's going on. Alright, so now we've got a bit of visibility back. We'll gonna do a bit of a circle around and take out all the mines. So we're gonna cruise down this way first. So this is Exodus Station. Just gonna cruise in through here. And I think I'm gonna pop down the anchor about there for a minute. Let's plug in our rifle. Let's take care of these mines. Too high. So these sights are definitely off. Damn it. Got it. Okay. See if we can get this one. That might hit the pylon instead. No, we got it. Okay. Let's have a look. Alright, suppose we should take care of that one. And it's stormy again. Alright. Let's have a look here. Alright, I think I'm just gonna sit here for another minute or two till this storm goes away so we can see. Looks like it could be clearing up. Maybe. Alright, let's just let's move forward. And take care of all of the mines around here first, and then we'll go back up front and dock. Let's come through here. Plug back in for a minute. All right. Look pretty good. Is there another one on the other side of that pylon? I'm not sure. Maybe we got it. Well, it looks pretty clear. So there's going to be a couple more, like, over there, which is where we're heading. That's a resource pod. Alright, should be pretty good to go. So let's cruise back around. Well, that wasn't too bad. Managed to clear most of them out with just 2 stops. So there's a couple up here. Maybe there's only one. Might just be the one. Alright, let's take care of that one. Oops. Alright. Looks pretty good. So let's spin around and come up on this dock here. I just pull back on the throttle a little bit. And I think we'll drop the anchor about there. Okay. Grab these moorings. And I don't trust the moorings, but well, they are handy for pulling you snugly into the dock. Looks like we are now, so I'm gonna lift up the anchor. which is doing some crazy shit right now. Alright, and then I think I'll drop it again. Just so it's not conflicting with the moorings. Just quickly check this. It's almost full, so we may as well empty it. And I have been emptying it along the journey. Just pop all that stuff in there. Offload that stuff. And I do have on me enough stuff to make a couple of medium batteries. So we're gonna might just grab some plastic and some iron. Let's grab that. That should do us. Alright, so there is an angel here to dismantle. There's a few things around. Not going to worry too much about that stuff at the moment. And come back and take care of all that stuff later. What I might do. Okay, let's start from here. So if we go up to this door, it's two things: no power and no human detected. So we'll take care of that in a minute. I'm going to pop down one of these here. I'll pop down another one over here. And we'll plug in there. Let's bring this one up over here. We'll let's build another one in this corner here. And here. One around here. And around here. Let's take care of this guy. Okay. So, will you go away? Jesus. Okay. So, let's grab our cords here. Plug this one in over here. This one over here. I don't know what's going on with the graphics today. Plug that in there. Plug that in there. Alright. Let's pop another one of these. Let's pop it there. I'll pop one up here. Can get it. Let's plug that in there. Let's grab that one and hook it in there. plug in another one over here. About there will do. Okay. So now I'm going to put in a couple of batteries here. Probably don't really need two, but I'll put two. And we can open this up. Alright. I'm going to put one of these up here. Alright, let's grab that. Put that in there. Put that in there. Alright. We can let's grab that. And we'll put that one straight into there. This one can go there. Okay, and that'll start charging up from our boat. All right, these guys are finally leaving me alone. Alright, let's grab this. Got a ton of them. Oh well. We've already filled those up, so I'm not going to worry about it. So we can flick the switch. Lights come on. So if you've done all this and the lights don't come on, sometimes it does sort of glitch out. What you can do is just save and reload. And it should come on. And we can hop up on here. There's nothing really up here at the moment. So I have done things before, like grab some of those boxes and bins that are laying around and chuck them up here and climb up there. Not really going to bother too much with that at the moment. But now that we've turned that on, we should have power here now. So we've got the green there, but we need our human. Alright, these angels. I am positive that that they do play a role in filling my frames. But we're going to grab one of these guys. Bring him over here. And drop him in that receptacle thing there. And now we have access to open the door. Alright. Can I see these angels? Not really. Alright. So, let's flick that switch. Start clearing these guys out. Oops. Alright, you're a bit stubborn. Okay. So, if we keep our torch off, once we turn these lights on, all the, most of the slime should gravitate towards the lights and leave us alone. So, one thing I want to know is if you do leave any of the slimes alone, do they multiply? Because that is where you get the bio light. But if you kill them all off, well, you can't get any more bio light, can you? Alright, there's a few things to pick up there. I picked up a teddy bear there, but there's not much else. I will get rid of these guys that are spazzing out over here. Any of the ones that climb up and stick themselves to the light, I'll leave alone. See, they're all climbing up towards the light there. And if you turn your flashlight on, they will they'll come for you for sure. But yep, they're all climbing up. That's fine. Let's do this side. Let's flick that one on. And they should all start climbing up to that one. Not going to worry too much about looting. Got plenty of resources and, you know, looting is something that I can do off camera. Man, that's some aggressive bubblegum right there. But most of them are gravitating towards the light. Some of them get stuck behind here. Alright, most of them should leave us alone. If they get up to the lights. I guess unless there's too many of them, these guys seem to be keeping on falling. Let's take care of these guys. Alright, I think we're pretty good in here. Okay. This guy. All right. So we'll just take care of any that are on the floor or any that are being a bit over aggressive. Most of them should just stick to the lights. Alright, I think we should be pretty good. So, let's head back to the boat for a minute. And we'll do a quick health plug-in. Bit of a quick charge up. Let's fill up our backpack again. Went through a fair bit of that fuel. Alright. Top this up. Alrighty. So plug that back in. Okay, let's grab one of these guys. And we'll cruise on up to that elevator. Should be able to run through here. Okay. Did the elevator not come? There it is. Alright. Plunk you in the corner there. See, they're all staying up in the ceiling. Most of them. I think it's possibly more effective at night to keep them off here because they obviously it's darker at night, so they're going to gravitate towards the brightest light. But we'll grab this one and pop this one on the elevator. And we can grab this one. It's not going to change our access. Pop you there. Alright, now I'm going to grab some boxes of supplies. Which I prepared earlier. So if you've been watching the series so far, you know about our dockside crate. It just basically has a bunch of materials in it for fixing solar panels and whatever. So we're going to chuck that on the elevator. And we'll grab a couple more boxes. So I've got a box of got two more boxes, and one of them's got parts in it for solar panels, and the other one's got parts in it for batteries. We're probably not going to use a lot of them this episode, but we will be in the next episode. Probably we're going to make one solar panel this episode. Let's chuck that in there. And this is also a good way of locking these guys into place, because the box is locked down and then they'll hold the canisters in place. Sometimes those canisters can jump around a bit on the elevators. Alright, but we'll grab this box. Oops. This one's a bit heavier. Up you go. Okay. I think we're good. Stop about here. Let's have a look. Okay. I think I'm gonna put down... Alright. You need to... I need to open up my crates. So let's turn the proximity on. So it is possible that it may be slightly out of range anyway. But we'll have a try and see. Should let me put one here. No, it's just going to be out of range there. That'll do it. Down here there is a couple of bits and pieces. Let me see. Okay, so the power room is down there. What is it with the weather today? Alright, so yeah, our power room's down here. So, let's pop one of these here. Guess we'll pop one there. Let's grab a cable from here. Plug that in there. Alright. Let's pop another one here. And we'll bring that cable down to here. Let's grab that cable. I could just probably run it across, but I'll just pop one of these here to sort of keep that a bit sort of straighter, and then we can hook that into there. Brings us back to where we started, but now that's got its own power supply. Now let's run back around. And these guys are all staying on the lights. Let's call the elevator back. Okay. This time we'll go all the way up. We'll take care of this guy, because we're going to be using this platform and he's in the way. But I'm not really going to worry too much about scrapping. You can go up here. There's a robot and a couple of bits and pieces to scrap and whatever. Some ammo there, some bits and pieces. Not much else. It's probably a better spot to put the solar panel, but we don't really need much power there. All it really does is the lights down below and the elevator. So I think with the two batteries there, it should be fine. So, let's grab our stuff. And we'll grab our babies. Pop you in the corner there. Pop you over there. Yeah, can I grab you out of there? I can't. Okay, we've got to move this. Let's pop this guy down. Move that in. Move you across. Yeah, we'll grab this one. Pop you in there. Grab this box. Oops. And plonk you down. There. Yeah, are you off the edge? No, you're fine. And we'll grab this box. Okay, now you can go down along there and you can see there's a few specks all along there. There's big piles of cash all the way along, and there's a couple of spots like right in the middle there where my cursor is. There's a robot So this will go the whole length. So if you for some reason don't have power for this platform, then you can run along there manually. And man, this visibility, I swear to God. Alright, I'm going to pause the recording and I'm going to sit out this storm and I'll be back in a moment. Okay, so it's still raining a little bit, but I can see a little bit better now. See, there's our rocket there. Let's see. Now, I have one of these with me. I'm going to equip that. Swap that out for our flamer pack. And I'm going to hook that up to my electric rifle. And I'm not sure if I'm close enough. Let's see if we can take out these big balls. Too high because the sights are off. I think I did get him though. I think I just yeeted the robot off the end there. Let's have a look here. Well, that ball just fell in the water. I think he's still alive. He is. But, that crate there. There's a robot that's sitting on that crate, and I think I just blasted him into the water. Yeah, that guy's still alive down there. So, let's see if I can take him out. Maybe we'll get a little bit closer. Sometimes there will be one of those balls waiting for you at the other end of this elevator. Not all the time. But has happened to me. Alright, that got him. And the other one's rolling around up there. There he is. Let's see if we can take him out from a distance. Yeah. Bugger. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that one can't get us from just being on the normal platform. Come on, come out. And stay still for a minute. Bugger. Alright, just about used up our backpack. Come on, out you come. There he is. And I don't really want to hit the angel if I can help it. Ah, bugger. Alright, I'm not going to worry about him. Should be pretty safe. Let's sometimes there's one up on that top platform up there. And here we are at the main entrance. Be brave. With the M for the Moses. Okay. So let's start unloading our stuff. Alright. Grab one of these guys.
Standing at the edge of everything humanity hoped for. The rocket sleeps, but not for much longer. Prepare its systems for a successful launch.
Okay. So that is that quest done. Still got a lot more to do. But we've now triggered the next quest line. That is going to do it for this episode. So if you did enjoy this video, please leave me a like or a comment down below. If you'd like to see more, please hit the subscribe button. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.